What's up, everyone? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Riaz, bringing you guys a Fire 5. This is a 10-game slate. There's a lot of intriguing games on the slate. It's always a little bit harder on 10 games. Um, it's hard every night, really. Sometimes we say it's hard on the 5-game slates to find value, but then again, on the 10-game slates, it's harder to find your spend up because there's just so many guys that can smash. So, I like the middle slates, man. I like 6, 7 games. That's perfect for me. Sometimes there's days where there's like 2 or 3 games, but we got a 10 gamer here. Um, we're gonna give you one spend up, but for the most part, we're liking some of the mid range guys today. Uh, so I think we're just gonna start this off, man. Um, well, actually, I mean, we have been talking about who we played last video on our Fire Five. Looks like Brunson was one of our best plays. At 4-2, he's smashing right now. The games are still going on. Poto's having himself a night. Donovan Mitchell hasn't played yet. Giddy's all right, and Davis. We didn't even know about the LeBron news at the time, but Davis is in and he's playing awesome too. So we hope that lineup smashes. We hope that you played some of those guys because hopefully you find yourself in some green right now. But we'll just get to the Fire Five for tonight. Uh, we'll go point guard here. Again regarding that LeBron news, we like Westbrook, so. I do think LeBron's going to sit again. You know, they're kind of nursing that ankle. He's been playing a lot of minutes to start the season, and now they're already finding himself with an injury. So, I don't know if Davis is going to sit. I think it's not like Davis is battling an injury, but it's just like they're on a back to back. They're playing OKC. They might blow them out, and it's like not. This is like the reason they kind of brought in Westbrook is just like when LeBron and AD sit or get banged up, like this is their opportunity to where like Westbrook can carry them to wins like this. Like they can beat teams like Oklahoma City with just Westbrook and Carmelo and a couple of those guys. So yeah, like Westbrook here at 9-3, I think this is an awesome spot for him.
Yeah, and it seems like Westbrook's really just like finding his own with this Lakers team. He had that rough start opening night, but other than that, he's really performed kind of how we thought he would. Get a bunch of assists, grab a bunch of boards. They don't really need him to score because Anthony and LeBron put up enough points and then in their own right. So I'm excited to see what Westbrook finishes tonight. I think uh, we're definitely getting a discount with the game still going on and the slate already dropping. And like I've said before, anytime you can get Westbrook under 10 is always a steal in my mind.
Yeah, there was a point when he was on Oklahoma City where he was like 11-5, like trending up, like it was just that berserk when he was like going for a triple double every single night. And this is a spot where he can get it. I mean, even right now, he's sitting at 16 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds, and this is around the front half of the third quarter. So, we'll see how things go. So we're gonna plug Westbrook in there at point guard, shooting guard. A little bit different of a play at mid range here. We're gonna monitor the Terry Rozier news, but it doesn't look like he's going to play. So I like Oubre here. He's at 5'7". Some might think that's a little bit high for him. But I don't mind him here, man. I mean, it looks like he's been putting up a double-digit shot attempts every game, and he just hasn't been able to get them to fall. So 10 threes last game too at 50%. That's awesome. So I like to see that. And he's not going to do much out for you, like in terms of playmaking and defense, but he can grab some boards out there. So, not saying he's going to go out there and give you a double double, but if he has a good shooting night, I mean, he can get over 40 at this price. That's a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, Ubre's shown time again that when he gets the minutes, he just produces, and he's kind of like Kyle Kuzma we touched on before that when these guys go out and get 30, 35 minutes, they show that they're players, man. Like they score, they grab boards. Uh, Uber is a very, very good defensive player. So he'll get you the blocks, he'll get you the steals, just for a little bonus. And if he's dropping in threes like he did last game, uh, I have no problem paying this price for Ubre, and especially a starter. That this is going to be a pace-up matchup, very young teams, and Lamelo Ball loves to get everybody going. So I think he's going to find Ubre a lot.
Yeah, we'll plug him in here. Small forward is a guy we both really like here. And that's going to be Desmond Bain. he's priced at 4.8, so his price is going up. We knew that was coming. So he's at 4.8, but I mean he's averaging 33.5 fantasy points on the season. Good defensive guy, man. He's in the passing lanes. He's gonna get you a couple steals, and he's doing a little bit of other things out there. He's rebounding the ball. He's a decent little playmaker. But look at this, man. He's averaging 15 shot attempts a game. We like that, and he's got a strap on him, man. I like his shot from deep. So he's been playing great, and I think still at this price tag, I think this is about the highest I'm really gonna get to him. I mean, maybe if he's under 5.5 next slate, we'll see how big of a slate it is, and depending on how he plays. So, but I think right here is still kind of a steal for him.
Yeah, Bane's been super steady since Dylan Brooks is still out. We touched on Mountain last time. I think Bane is just a better play for this. He's not going to have uh, Damian Lillard or McCollum on him. Um, he might have Harkless. I'm not sure if Harkless is still on the team. I believe he still is. He's a pretty good defensive player. But the fact that Bane's out here getting the green light to shoot 15, 16 shot attempts, shoot on average five, 5 to 6 threes a game is just pretty awesome to see. This Memphis team is kind of unpredictable. They've made a bunch of kind of moves and moved some good players out. So they need these young guys to come in and really play well and help John Moran out.
Yeah, we'll plug him in here. And Riaz, why don't you tell him who we like at power forward here?
Yeah, we like John Collins. I mean, at 6'3", going against the Pelicans, I just think he is way too cheap. Um, him and Capella down low is just a great duo. They really counter each other perfectly. He grabs just as many boards as he did um, without Capella down there. And the big thing about John Collins is he just runs the floor so well. Trey Young always looks for him um, for the deep pass. So John Collins at 6'3" is an absolute steal in my eye. I kind of see this as a value for him. We've seen him up to the sevens. He hasn't really creeped into the eights, but the way that he scores the ball at will and grabs a bunch of boards, and he has no problem shooting a couple threes too. So if he can drop those in, I mean that's just a bonus.
Yeah, Collins here. The minutes are in a downward slope, but I do think this like that's not going to continue. I think that's a guy they paid some good money for, so I think that I think we're going to see him back in around the 30-minute range here. So I just like his spot and his upside, especially here against this New Orleans Pelicans team. He's not, I mean I don't know. I just think it's a great spot for him, especially at the price tag. So we're gonna plug him in here, and a guy where center. Usually I like to pay up for center, but for this spot here particularly, I'm gonna pay down here, kind of the mid range at 5.9. We're gonna go Rashard Holmes. Um, not the best matchup against Aiton. But I kind of like this game. I think this is going to be a high total game, and you're getting him at that late game hammer at the 10 o'clock game. So I do like that, and he's a guy that definitely deals with some foul trouble. He fouled out of the game against Utah. Um, but he smashed against Golden State, and he even smashed against Portland. So, I mean, we'll see how he deals against Ayton, but we'll see what kind of player he's made of when he has to deal with DeAndre Ayton down there. But I think this is an awesome spot for him. Definitely a double double guy, night in and night out, and definitely can block a couple shots out there, which is a nice bonus. He's not going to shoot the deep ball or nothing, but he's super efficient when he shoots the ball. Um, so I don't know. I just like Holmes in this spot.
Yeah, I mean Holmes has proved he's a guy that when he's out there, he's making something happen. I mean he's got to be one of the top tier guys for fantasy points per minute. He's out there. I mean he was in foul trouble. I think he fouled out against Utah, but he played 18 minutes and still had almost 30 DraftKings points. I mean, not many people can do that. And even with the low minutes, he had 10 boards. He's averaging close to a double double. Uh, I mean, he is averaging a double double, but with the 3 games he didn't because he fouled out early and didn't play as many minutes as he should. So he's always got that double double upside, and he's averaging a bunch of blocks. I mean, 2.3 blocks. I know it's early in the season, but the fact that he has that many blocks each game is pretty impressive. So, and DeAndre Ayton isn't that scary as a defender. I mean, he's more out there to score. He doesn't really stop anybody. He's kind of slow, and Holmes just brings a different kind of energy every time he touches the court.
Yeah, so we'll plug him in here, and that'll wrap it up, man. I mean, that leaves you the 18,000 total, 6,000 remaining for players. Didn't really find too much value here right off the rip. So I think we're gonna stay, a little bit mid-range with this lineup so far. Like I said, we say it every video. This is not something that you have to, plug and play. These are just a couple guys that we're highlighting here. So feel free to play this lineup. I'm definitely going to be plugging in at least one lineup with these five guys, and I'll try to pay down somewhere so I can maybe get up to one of these studs higher up. Hopefully at center, I like some of those guys too. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So that's our Fire 5. These videos have been doing great as well. So keep up the support on that. And as always, drop a comment if you have a question about somebody. Our Twitter is going to be linked down below too. If you want to go to Twitter, sometimes we drop a free line on there. So stay tuned for that. And that'll wrap up the video, man. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.